Hello, my wonderful AJR fans out there. In this video, I'm going to be doing a tier list of OK Orchestra. For me, this album was super anticipated when it came out, and I'm just really excited to do this tier list. So I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Do More on the Discord server for suggesting this video. Now, for everyone who is not in my Discord server, we love to talk about AJR things here, so you are more than welcome. There'll be a link in the description below. And before we get started, I just wanted to say that I love doing these kinds of videos, so if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel. Alright, so now let's dive into this tier list. With this album, I'm a little bit nervous because I feel like a lot of the songs that I loved and appreciated were like other people's least favorite songs and vice versa. So I'm really interested to see how this one goes. And I feel like a lot of the opinions that I have about this album now vastly differ than how I felt when I first heard them in the album. So if you have any comments on my thoughts, if you have any of your own comments, definitely comment below. So starting off with the first song, we have OK Overture, and this is very much an intro song. It introduces the entire album with all those themes, all those different instruments and samples and synths and everything. And it's a really cool way to start off this album. Now, if I were to rank this one, it is so difficult for me to rank songs like this because typically I'm not going to be listening to these kinds of songs just regularly, since it's kind of more of just an introduction track. You know, it's not meant to be a standalone single. So because of that, I think I'm gonna rate OK Overture as a B. I know that's a little harsh starting off because it is a very beautiful song, but because it's not a song that I just will put on randomly, it's not going to rank as high as an A, but for its creativity, for its masterfulness, it is going to be a B for me right now. So next we have Bummerland. Now this one is a song that like is very much an AJR song to me. Like you hear this and you're like, okay, this is classic AJR, right? And it's just very upbeat, it's very quirky, and it's just a lot of fun. So I think I'm actually going to rate this as an A. I'm pretty sure this song was accepted by a lot of the fan base as a, you know, kind of a bop. So I'm going to keep it as an A just because it's so relatable and it's so just naturally good. So next we have 3 O'Clock Things. This one, you know, the more I think about it, the more I enjoy this song. It has so much going on with it. It starts off super strong with those like vintage vocals, which I absolutely love that sound, and it's so creative. It has the classic line, if you're racist, then don't come to my show. I think I'm gonna put this as an A, as a pretty high A actually. If not, I would almost put this as a borderline S, but I'm gonna save that for my absolute favorites. This one definitely comes close. It's super fun to sing along to and just enjoy at concerts. So I think an A is a great spot for this, just ahead of Bummerland. And then next we get Heavy, Deep, and Real with My Play. Now, I personally am just a sucker for emotional songs like this. I seek them out on albums and I just attach to them so easily. I absolutely love this song, and it's definitely one that just naturally stands out to me. I think that the writing on this and the overall theme, the overall like story of it is beautiful, and I think that even just like in the chorus where it's like, I just really like saying it as if you were a kid is insanely creative. And because of that, I'm actually going to put this as an S tier. For me, it's just above and beyond. And I feel like people are going to be like, you're crazy for putting this as an S, but oh my gosh, this song for me is just insanely good. And every time I hear it, I just get so emotional, tear up, and it is the epitome of great writing, great songwriting for me. So I just love it. Oh boy. Okay, so next up is Joe. And this is another one of those songs where it's super controversial because either you absolutely love this song or you didn't. And for me, I'm in the camp that absolutely loved this song. For me, this song is actually my favorite song on the album. And I know to a lot of people that's crazy. You probably put this in the B ranking, but it is, when I first heard this song, my mind was blown. I'm like, with the piano and the beatboxing, I just loved that sound. It was so original, so creative, and I think a lot of people said that it was just like too much, like there is too fast, too much going on. But for me, no, it was perfect. And it's kind of funny because another one of my favorite artists is Vampire Weekend, and to me, this song is almost as if AJR was told to write a Vampire Weekend song, and this is what came about, and it's just so good to me. And I know a lot of people out there are just screaming at the screen right now saying, how can you rate Joe so high above 3 O'Clock Things, above Bummerland? And I am so sorry, but this is just like how I'm feeling. But for those of you out there who agree with me that this is such a great song, I want to see you in the comments, because I just want to know that I'm not the only one out here. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, why you think it's great, why you think it might not be so great. Maybe you can try to convince me, but I just love the song so much. Okay, next up is Adventure is Out There, and I'm just going to be even more controversial here. I don't know exactly where I want to put this, but I'm between two spots. Right now, and this could change, but I'm going to put this as a B. I love the story of this song. I think it's super creative, super fun, super cute. But for me, this is like one of those songs that I just forget about. It doesn't stand out to me on the album, and I enjoy listening to it. I really do, but it's not one that I ever really see myself seeking out. I'm never like, okay, I want to listen to Adventures Out There, you know? But when it comes on, I love it. So it's hard for me to put this as a B. I do think it might be above OKO Overture, but it's just like, it's not a standout song for me. So I'm going to keep it as a B. So sorry for all those out there who love this song, because I know there's a lot of you out there, but this is just how I'm feeling. And then we have the classic Bang, which I'm pretty sure was originally supposed to be on a different album. Like, it was created for a different album, but then things changed. But anyway, this song is very good. And it's just like, you know, a classic of their songs, one of their major hits, kind of what brought them into part of why they're so popular now, I think. And you just got a lot of fan base from that song, which is really cool. I know there are a lot of people who don't like this song for some reason. I do think it deserves to be an A, just because of how I don't know, there are those songs that just stand out for bands, where it's like you hear that, it's AJR. For me, I remember this was kind of like my lockdown during the pandemic song. Whenever I would just go like longboarding or something, I just put the song on, get a little angsty, and just just listen to it and jam out. For me, this one just has a lot of memories attached to it, and I just really enjoy listening to it every time. And it doesn't really get old for me. I've heard some people say that, but I don't know, I can still jam out to this song. All right, so next up is The Trick. And my goodness, this album has so many good songs on it. The Trick, for me, it's another one of those emotional songs that isn't intentionally emotional, but it's just so cute. And the story behind it is just the idea of using your trick is very relatable to me. And I loved this song so much that I actually made my own cover of it, a ukulele cover of it. And you can check that out actually right here. But I love this song so much. And it definitely deserves to be in that S tier. I think I'm going to rate this above My Play. Now, I'm going to, at the end of this, arrange all these and just give my final thoughts on them. But as of right now, I'm pretty sure my top 3 are Joe, then The Trick, then My Play. Then we have Ordinaryish People. So this one, oh goodness, okay. I am so torn with this one. I think I'm going to keep this as an A, and I think I'm going to keep this as a very high A. I was tempted to put this as an S tier, but I think that's a little too much. It's a great song. It's great for performances. It just has that marching band feel, which is perfect with AJR style, and hopefully we'll see this more. in the next album. And I don't know, I just can't get enough of the song. I do actively seek out this song, you know, when I'm feeling it, just when I'm driving, just to jam out to. And when it gets down to those like breakdown moments, it's just so fun. And I definitely think this deserves to be an A, borderline S. And next up we have Humpty Dumpty. Now this song, I do really enjoy this song. I think, unfortunately, it's another one of those songs that is a little forgettable, and that I don't ever really have a craving to listen to the song in particular. I think because of that reason, I'm going to rank it as a B for right now. I think, you know, when I do listen to the song, I do appreciate it for what it is. But I don't think I have to talk about it too much. I don't really have a lot to say because it's not one of my favorites. But yeah, I think putting it as a B for right now is pretty good. All right, next is World's Smallest Violin. With this song, it definitely has gotten a lot of attention, specifically like on TikTok, and I've seen a lot of videos about it. And for me, I do not know. I am going to put this as a B. Please don't hate me. I know this has a lot of popularity with it. It just never really did it for me. The idea behind it is cool, but the song itself just lacked that excitement. It lacked that ability to really just catch my attention. So I'm going to keep this as a B, and I know it's gotten very popular, but I just, for the life of me, cannot understand why when there are so many other great songs on this album. But yeah, in the context of this whole album, I think this ranks probably around here. Yeah, I'm going to rate it above like Humpty Dumpty, but yeah, definitely not one of my favorites. And just while I'm going through this, keep in mind that like a B is not bad, right? It's like just under a great song, in my opinion. So I do still love these songs, and I do listen to them, and I do enjoy them. There really isn't a song on this album that I skip at all. So just keep in mind that I'm being a little bit harsh when I'm going through these, and it's not like I don't like any of these songs. All right, we have 2 more songs left. Penultimate song, Way Less Sad, one of their singles, wasn't it? Yeah, it was one of their singles they released. Very cool song. As far as where I rank it, though, I think I'm going to put this as an A. It was good for a single. I think after listening to it a lot, I did get a little bored of it, but that's because I listened to it a lot. So I think it is a great song. I think it got played a ton on the radio, got played in my ears a ton, and I still do enjoy the song, but I do not listen to it as much as I used to. But yeah, with like the overall creativity, like with the bridge and stuff, I think it's more than just like an okay single. It's a pretty good single. So I do like this one a lot. And last but not least, we have Christmas in June. Now this one I think is the song that I feel way different than when I originally heard it. Because when I first heard it, I was like, okay, this is, you know, a song. it's okay. But I think the more I listened to it, the more I really dove into the lyrics and understanding of the song, I grew to really appreciate the song. And I'm gonna put this as an A. I'm not sure exactly where in the A rankings I'm gonna give this, but yeah, this one is just one that personally is super relatable, especially as, you know, somebody who tours with a band. It's just, it makes a lot of sense to me. And I think it's just a cute song. It's super honest, which I love about this song. And yeah, I think it deserves to be in this ranking of an A good song. So those are my initial thoughts on these rankings. Let me now kind of just arrange them within each section, maybe bump one up or down or whatever. So let's kind of look through this. Okay, so in the S tier, we have Joe, The Trick, and My Play. I think that's exactly how I'm going to rank them because Joe, I just love so much. The Trick is very emotional, cute, and just so relatable. My Play is just a great, emotional, deep song. Next up, we have the A tier. Definitely Ordinaryish People is going to rank top for me in this A tier. Then we have 3 O'Clock Things, Bummerland, Bang, Way Less Sad, Christmas in June. I think that is pretty close. I'm gonna put Bang above Bummerland, Christmas in June here. So yeah, we have, I think that's a pretty good ranking. Just cause 3 O'Clock Things is just a great song. I think out of these 3 like hits, like 3 O'Clock Things, Bang, and Way Less Sad, I think that one's probably my favorite. Bang was just great. Christmas in June is very cute. I grew to love this song. Bummerland makes sense there. Way Less Sad, perfect. And then finally we have the B rankings, the B tier. We have Adventure is Out There, World's Smallest Violin, Humpty Dumpty, OK Overture. I think that makes sense. I think that's pretty close to what I feel. It's a little harder to rank these ones because I don't have necessarily an emotional attachment to them, but I think that's a pretty good ranking for how I feel about these songs. So those are my thoughts on this album. I know I was probably very controversial with some songs like The Trick, Joe, and My Play being in that S tier, but if you disagree, that's okay. We are all entitled to our own opinion, but I want to hear your thoughts below in the comments. And of course, if you'd like to see more videos like this, definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. And just one last plug for the Discord server. You can join in a link in the description. It's a ton of fun. We love to have conversations about AJR, about other music things, and just about general life. So I'd love to see you there. Thank you so very much for watching, and I can't wait to see you again in the next video. Until then, peace.